Hi guys, so I wanted to finish up. I did a video on medical school interview tips about one-on-one interviews, more standard interviews, but most medical schools have actually moved to this thing called a multi-mini. There's different scenarios that they put you in. There could be actors, there could be questions, and so I think this gives a lot of anxiety to students, especially if you were like me. You're like, whoa, I don't know what they're going to throw me in. Can I do this? My first piece of advice is to realize that you've been practicing for this your entire life. They're testing your character. They're testing how you do under stress. They're testing your ability to talk to people, your ability to think on the spot. That's not something you can just, that's not something you can just figure out, 2 days before your interview. But there are some things that you can do a few days before your interview that will really help. And that's what I want to kind of help you with. First of all, know the format of your interview so that you can practice timing for answers. So if you're going to have 8 minutes to answer a question, maybe practice with some online questions and your friends or your parents at home or your roommates or whoever. Second of all, make sure that you dress professionally, of course. Make sure that you believe in yourself, because when you get an interview, that's huge. They believe in you, and I talked about this a little bit, but not believing in yourself is probably the only thing that's going to get in your way. When you practice these questions, I want you to kind of focus on a few things. Think out loud. So if they give you a question, you're going to want to explain the answer in a way that you're showing them the process you went through to get to that conclusion. Always think outside the box. I think a lot of people get zoned in on what's the right answer, what are they looking for. Think about the other things too. So for example, they gave you a multiple choice question. Maybe the answer isn't just one of them. Maybe you could incorporate two. They're looking for innovation. The world is not gray. The world's not black and white, it's gray. Medicine is not black and white, and people are not black and white, and I think that they're testing for that. Also think about organizing your thoughts so that they can follow you, and as well with the timing and thinking out loud. And make sure that when you're answering your questions, you're trying to incorporate things that make you unique, your experiences, so that you can be set apart and remembered, because that's how you're going to get an acceptance. My multiple mini went really well, but I think a lot of times people psych yourself out because you're so focused on what's the right answer. But I think they're testing your character and your overall human. They want to see how you interact with people, and that's something, like I said, you can't really fix in 2 days before your interview, so just believe in yourself. Also remember that interview starts the minute you walk onto campus, and I think people forget that. They're watching you the entire time. Same with any personal interview, so it starts there. I hope that this helped, and if you want any more advice, let me know, and I'd be happy to do more about these.